divorcing my husband because he booed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, and I still don't think he believes me, to be honest, but he might want to start, because I just filed my paperwork at the courthouse, and you can see right here, the date of separation is this year's Super Bowl. I'm not just doing this because of the action of booing. I am doing this because of everything that it represents in our relationship. I have loved Taylor Allison Swift since I was 12 years old. My husband even likes her too. Like, he'll put on her music when we're cooking together. He has a favorite song. It's Girl at Home. But we were at the Super Bowl. It was me, him, and 5 of his buddies. And when they put Taylor up on the Jumbotron, all of his buddies started booing, and my husband joined in. And that just tells me everything I need to know about that man, because he didn't care that that would hurt my feelings. He just wanted to fit in with his boys. He didn't even care that that's not even how he actually feels. He just like wanted to look cool, I guess. And that's not a man. That's a boy. And when you see that, you can't really unsee it. So I'm divorcing him. Thankfully, I have a prenup. I'll be retaining all of my assets as well as the assets that I inherited. With peace and love, he probably will not be returning to the Super Bowl anytime soon. So that's one less booer for you, Taylor. I love you.
Looks like she loves Taylor Swift more than she loved her husband. If you're divorcing him over this, you probably have underlying issues. So I have to say, guys, be very careful who you want to marry. Completely ridiculous. Taylor Swift, nobody cares about her anymore.
It's been an amazing day. The energy, the love, just unbelievable. I mean, the people cheering for me, it's fantastic. I really appreciate it. And I got to say, it's nice to be around such positive energy, folks. But I saw something else today, a little situation with Taylor Swift. You know, she didn't get the warm welcome that I got. People were booing her. It's funny, isn't it? You see, honestly, I think people don't like Taylor Swift. For the sake of American football lovers, I should sign a presidential order to ban Taylor Swift from any NFL game so you guys can enjoy the game.
That would be great, honestly.
Taylor Swift comes out against Trump.
I don't care if they write that. I'm sad that I didn't 2 years ago, but I can't change that. I'm saying right now that this is something that I know is right, and you guys, I need to be on the right side of history, and if he doesn't win, then at least I tried.
Taylor, here's the problem.
I just want to read you what I wrote, and I'm going to try to start. I just really want you to know that this is important to me.
I
and this
totally
is something
agree with the issue. But let me explain to you. Yes, I've read the entire thing, and the bottom line right now, I'm terrified. I'm the guy that went out and bought armored cars.
I worry for her safety as much as anybody does, maybe more. It really is a big deal.
It is a big deal, and turns out she was not on the right side of history. The majority of the country supports Trump, and now she is not relevant anymore.
I was not a Taylor Swift fan. It was just a question of time. She couldn't, you couldn't possibly endorse Biden. You look at Biden, you couldn't possibly endorse him. But she's a very liberal person. She seems to always endorse a Democrat, and she'll probably pay a price for it at the in the marketplace. But no, I like Brittany. I think Brittany's great. Brittany got a lot of news last week. She's a big MAGA fan. That's the one I like much better than Taylor Swift.
That's what Trump has to say about Taylor Swift, and I must agree.
Oh my god, I'm not laughing because anything is funny. I'm laughing because I'm just so fucking mad. What the fuck is this country, bro? We're going like so far back and it's not cool. I want out so bad. And no one can afford to get out. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck? Like, I personally did not watch the inauguration because like I can't handle that right now, but I keep seeing like little clips of it and it's just like, it makes me so sad. It makes me so angry. And I just want to fucking set shit on fire and like dismantle shit because what the fuck? Like.
These liberals are still melting down over Trump and it is sad.
Last night, the conversation my fiance and I had before we went to bed was, if this happens, we won't be having kids. At least not in the next 4 years. We definitely can't have them in the state we live in now. I'm already a high risk, and if we wait 4 years, I'll be pushing 36, which makes me high risk and a geriatric pregnancy, which means it's probably never going to happen for me. Not here in the US, definitely not here in Charleston, South Carolina. We could move back to our home state of Maine. They're a protected state, or to Vermont, somewhere in New England. But even then, who's to say what's going to happen? And then waking up to text between myself and my female friends and my LGBTQ plus friends and not knowing what the world's going to look like for them either. And then
That is very sad to hear, honestly. I will pray for you. Starting a family and having kids is one of the most marvelous things you can do in this world. That's what I believe. And you should reconsider.
5,000 miles of border we share, but DEI is legal there. That's why I love Canada. Maple syrup, maple jam, the Canadian Canoe Museum, ginger ale and butter tarts. Polite, excuse me, after farts, that's why.
Nice singing. I love her voice.
I'm addicted to rage baiting Republicans on the internet. I didn't plan to. It just kind of happened one day. And now it's the only thing that makes me feel alive. I like to softly troll them in my comment section while keeping it positive. You know, like very Canadian. What some of these people believe. Riddle me this, Batman. The moon landing was faked. And you're gonna put 1 million people on a planet that's 9 months away where there's no food, no air, no water, and no infrastructure in 20 years? Huh? We haven't even been back to the moon? Huh? These boys took some long lunches in the barn, didn't they? My point is, sane Americans, we're all rooting for you. Keep fighting to save your democracy. And maybe pray for another pandemic. I don't know. I'll just wipe them all out. It would do.
These people are completely insane in the head. They should go to their psychologist.
I want to take a few moments to thank President Harris on this President's Day for continuing to give all of us hope and continuing to be inspirational and being the leader that we need to see. We appreciate you. I just want to take
Absolutely delusional, completely delusional, if you ask me.
Conservative women, by their very nature, are pick-me's. They use their white privilege to affix themselves to the white man who is at the top of race-based and gender-based power systems of oppression. They do this by proving themselves to be the good girl within misogyny that divides women into good girls and bad girls. They're well-behaved and pretty. They also vote away the rights of everyone else to maintain the white male oppressor at the top of the hierarchy, which in turn makes their lives easier. But by signing away the rights of everyone around them, including themselves, they're creating a world in which women cannot exist independently from men. Hence, conservative women.
Absolutely ridiculous. She is just regurgitating what she heard on all over social media and on the liberal news. It is sad.
Not only have we never had a U.S. president with a mugshot, I'm not sure we've ever had a mugshot hanging outside of the Oval Office before. But that is where President Trump has placed his from when he was indicted in Fulton County, Georgia, for his efforts to overturn the election. We learned a few days ago he has a framed cover of the New York Post with his mugshot just outside the Oval Office in what is known as the Outer Oval. Now, we discovered this when he was greeting the Indian Prime Minister. They were seated in chairs in front of the fireplace in the Oval, but just over the shoulder of his chief of staff, Susie Wiles, you could see the president's mugshot there as he has it framed. His aide and person who is his social media guru, really, Dan Scavino, posted a video of it saying, "Happy Valentine's Day" from the beautiful Oval Office. This has really become a rallying cry that Trump has used on the campaign trail. They've even put it on merch and sold it featuring his mugshot. And now it has a home outside the Oval Office as well.
Well, I think Caitlin Collins is completely melting down over this mugshot. I don't know what she would be reporting a news such as this. Nobody cares.
Don't believe the lie from Donald J. Trump that says that he wants our government to be smaller, that he is fighting for a smaller government. He's not. That's a lie. He's fighting for oligarchs to become our government. Do you see the difference? He wants tax cuts for the wealthy while the middle class and lower class families suffer because he does not care about them. He never, ever has. Every day he is proving that he is bought and paid for by millionaires. Millionaires.
Well, just like every other politician in America, if you ask me.
We will fight their violation of civil service laws. We will fight their violation of civil rights laws. We will fight their violations of separation of powers. We will fight their violations of our Constitution of the United States of America. We will not shut up. We will stand up. We will speak up. We will rise up. It is time, as the African spiritual says, for us to lift every voice in condemnation of what's going on.
People are not happy about what Doge and Elon Musk and Donald Trump are doing right now.
National Cancer Institute funded study was terminated. I never received a written letter, but I was told to stop work immediately and that no more research expenditures would be allowed. My study to explore how to safely collect sexual orientation and gender identity in cancer care practices was in response to the American Society of Clinical Oncology, the American Medical Association, the U.S. Preventative Services Task Force, and many other national professional standard-setting bodies that recognize that we need better data to create better clinical guidelines for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex people. My research was terminated as a result of the president's executive orders, presumably the quote-unquote defending women from gender ideology, extremism, and restoring biological truth.
Trump did a right thing. Obviously, we all know that.
We are going to go through our federal budget, as I promised during the campaign, page by page, line by line, eliminating those programs we don't need and insisting that those that we do need operate in a sensible, cost-effective way.
Exactly. Obama was already saying it well before Trump decided to cut the American government, to cut all the fraud and waste and abuse, and make sure the taxpayers' money is well spent. Obviously, Donald Trump got elected for major government reform alongside Elon Musk and Tulsi Gabbard and RFK and many, many more. And obviously, that's exactly what the people want. And Donald Trump is doing exactly what he was elected for, to fix all the Democrat mistakes in the past. Obviously, we all know this, that the liberals and the wokeism has gone way, way too far. And that's why Donald Trump got elected. That's why he assembled so many people that were Democrat before, because the Democratic Party is not what it used to be. And it has to do much better if it wants to win any more election in the future. We will see what happens. Hopefully Donald Trump is able to fix everything. We will see. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video with me. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I appreciate you being here as always and staying with me till the end, and click right there to watch the next video, and I will see you there. Bye bye for now.